How we doing? This video is going to be about who are we as a species. The human race, the species on this planet, the human race, care more about materialistic things and their value than the value of your spirit, mental, and physical capacity or attributes. There's so many more beings on this planet than humans that are here. ETs, as we want to call them, ETs. That's just a word that we put onto extraterrestrials. We put that word onto beings that we don't understand from a different planet and that are a different race. These beings have names. They have a personal name and they have a race name. Okay? There's so many different races. One is called the Sapoians, or the Greys. Okay? That's a big race here. There's the Anunnaki. That race is a reptilian human hybrid race. Okay? They're walking, talking reptilians. Alright? That's what they look like. And there's all different kinds of reptilian races. Anunnaki is just one race. And these beings have names. Okay? There's spirit in a body, just a different type of body. But anyway, there's much more races and beings than those two, but those two are the big ones on this planet. There's also the Drakh, dragon race. They're walking, talking dragons. Okay? Huge. 12, 11, 12 feet, 13 feet tall. But anyway, those are the beings that are in control of things, big stuff, events and stuff. They watch, and they're the leaders of the galaxy. They're the oldest race. Anyway. So getting back to the human species, who we are as a species, we are a species that has a worthy problem, big time. We have to go get and confirm what we need to do, right? So I'm doing something, and I'm just going to do it. I don't need to go and ask somebody to do it, for their permission, right? Or so I say I'm doing something, or I'm using my abilities or whatever. And I'm thinking, well, what is somebody going to think about me when I'm doing? Am I doing this right, or do they think I'm doing this right, or am I doing this wrong, or can I do this without them coming at me and saying you can't do this? That's a worthy problem. That's what that is. You don't believe in yourself. This is huge on this planet. It is so big. It comes from religion, is where it comes from. It comes from the hooks of religion that's inside the consciousness, in which you understand and project out through your understanding of it. And where that worthy problem came from is original first being male and female implemented that on the system here. Excuse me. So the human species has a lot of problems that needs to be addressed, but you got to start with you. You can't start with the collective, because you can't change stuff like that. It has to be changed from within that person that wants to change. Um, you know, one person can't do a lot. A group of people can do a lot. So one person can do quite a bit, but depends on how strong that person is, and their fortitude um, to do so. Fortitude is huge right now in the collective, in the process of what's happening right now. Everything is changing. People can feel that. A lot of things are really coming to a point right now. A lot of stuff's happening. A lot of ET activities going on. You know, a lot of changes are taking place. Chaos is really progressing. So you have to have chaos to, you got to go through the crap before you can get to the other side, and it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. It's going to go nuts. Everything's going nuts, But, it's about trying to be, steadfast. Got to be steadfast and hold true to who you are in this time, because anything can get you pushed over here, pushed over there. Anything can easily mess with you now. Everything is really popping off right now, because Spirit from the second dimension know somebody's going home pretty soon. We can feel that. People that are involved with this movement, the ones that are in the front lines is what I'm talking about, can feel that. Okay, so second dimension's really losing their minds over there, because they know what's happening, getting close. They know what's really getting close, and that's Jay leaving. Jay's about to leave. Everybody can feel that. People that are in this. Everybody's in this, because it's just different levels of people involved in this. But it's gonna affect every single person. But the human species the human species never really learned how to deal with awkwardness. Awkwardness is in life, in situations, life is looked upon as weird, like ew, like something foreign, right, in the system, in the collective, in the system, in situations in life. Awkwardness, to me, is fantastic, because awkwardness in situations in life give you a chance to really feel what's happening, who you are, who am I, what am I about. An example is like you're in Walmart or wherever you're at, right? And you decide to talk to somebody just out of nowhere, okay? Say you're in the chip aisle or whatever, any aisle, and y'all are looking at chips, and the person doesn't really know what chips he wants, right? So you just say, hey, get these chips. You know what I mean? Get these chips. These chips are good. Or in the bread aisle, This is what happened to me last week when I was in Walmart, right? Guy was in the bread aisle. He was like confused on which bread he wanted. And I'm like, I'm just watching him. And I'm like, and I go, dude, get the honey wheat, man. It's really good for you, He looked at me like, don't tell me what to get, It was like an awkward situation for him, you try to be okay in these situations. These situations are learning experiences for the person inside the body, right? This happens a lot. A lot of times I'll be in Walmart. A lot of things happen in Walmart where I'll just be walking around, and I'll go to say I go to the cash register, to check out, and now everything is you have to scan everything yourself now, which is at first I thought it was kind of weird. Like, well, this is weird, but once you get into it and you feel and you start doing it, you're like, wow, this is actually pretty cool, really, because I'm learning how to do all this and um, figuring it out for myself, because that's kind of what life's about, is doing things and experiencing things for yourself, and moving forward. You're gonna learn more like that instead of someone doing it for you. you know. But so I'm sitting there, and the CSM guy comes over, the guy that's over the cash registers, comes over and starts. He's kind of like I think he's like 60 years old. This happens to me a lot. People will come up to me and start talking to me about their life, a lot, especially in situations that are in public, So he comes up to me and starts talking about how his dad. Well, first of all, he commented on my hat. I was wearing a hat, and it was a fishing hat. He thought it was an Oklahoma hat. I live in Oklahoma City, and I go, no, this is a fishing hat. And he goes, oh, cool. And then he got on to his dad died, and it's like, he's talking about heaven and stuff and God. That's usually where it goes with me. It goes to the God situation with older people, and he was choked up talking to me, and you can't just go, God doesn't exist right out the gate to the guy. You can't just go, oh, he doesn't exist. What are you doing? You know what I mean? You gotta feel and listen to what's going on and stuff like that. He was just getting the crap off of him and talking to somebody that has heart that can understand. Is what was going on, and his God pushed him. His God pushed him to me. It usually happens because I sympathize and have an understanding. If you can't sympathize and understand, then you need to look in the mirror. But and then I'm just trying to. I just kind of agree with things, and I don't, I just like, okay, and then I say, and he goes, well, he's up in heaven, and hope he's watching me and stuff like that. And, oh yeah, I go, yeah, he is. He's all right. He's fine. He's fine. And try to get him to not. The energy of me is just calm down. Don't worry. Everything's fine type deal. But that's it. Those situations happen a lot. It's an honorable situation. You should take that and honor those situations because it's happening for a reason. Both sides. There's reasons for both sides there. Anyway, just a second. All right. So the awkward situation in life is really a learning experience. Try to take that into consideration of that. You doing, JC? You doing? JC. JC's really old. She's adolescence. She's adolescence. She super old. Adolescence is a trillion years old. They're all in the trillion years olds. But her spirit mate, I said this before, her spirit mate is the strongest adolescent on the planet now. He's in a bear body. He's in a bear body. His name is Ulysses S. Grant. He comes around here quite a bit sometimes. Well, not quite a bit. There for a while, he was coming around quite a bit, for about a week. Just talking to her, because he's ready to go home. So, just, loving to each other, type deal, which is great. That's awesome. But, so the awkward situation, there's a person named Ricky Gervais. He's from England. He is Source Inside. I've talked to him quite a bit. Me and him are kind of close here for a while. We're not like super duper close, but just a person that I've been talking to for a couple weeks now. His spirit. His name is Ricky Gervais. He's a comedian. He's pretty popular in England. I don't know if y'all know him. I love comedians. I love their personality, and I love how they view the world. Mm. Their consciousness on the in the collective is awareness of crap, right? And then they talk about it to get you to see it, no matter what. These people are fantastic. I love these types of people. That's my kind of person. It's my kind of person. My kind of person I want to be around. That's my personality. Is talking about the issues and not really worrying about what people think about it. But anyway, you can learn a lot about what's going on with the world, and a lot about that personality by watching comedians. I like Bill Burr as a comedian. Ricky Gervais is great. Bill Hicks obviously, but he's dead now. But Kevin Hart he's pretty funny. He got into an accident, pretty serious accident, car accident. But anyway, getting back to the awkward situations in life, definitely a learning experience. If that's what you want to do, you can do whatever you want. But Ricky Gervais is a actor, comedian, director, producer. He does a lot of stuff. Like I said, he's source, but he's dark. He's black. His energy is dark. He's got a lot of dragon energy in him. But he created the UK version of The Office. That's actually the first version of The Office. It's the first one. America took over after he did his first three seasons of America. Grabbed it and made it its own. He is the creator of The Office. And he created the Extras. The Extras TV series, which if you haven't seen that, it's kind of old now, but it's on Netflix. I check it out because he delves into the awkwardness. But that's British humor for you, big time. That's what British people do. They're very into the esoteric, the eccentric stuff of life, the personalities and the humor of it. They're very into that, and the TV show The Extras is really into that, into the awkwardness. If you have a problem with the awkward, I would advise you to watch The Extras, because you're gonna feel weird, and it's gonna help you. That's all this is about. It's about a learning experience, so you can experience it and go through it to be a better person. That's what this is about. So it's great. It's fantastic. I love it. I've watched it a lot of times. And his spirit is an awesome person. Now, if you go to him and talk to him, if he comes to you or whatever, their personality is, it's darkish humor, so it's kind of like, it's a group of frat boys type of humor. You see what I'm saying? But if you're a female, it might not be that way. I'm a male, so I don't know. I can't speak for if I was a female, but But also, there's a person in America named Larry David. He is the co-creator of Seinfeld. He's an awesome person too. Very intelligent and creative person. Looks at things in the awkward and an American version style. Social awkwardness in society. That's what his TV is about. That's what he looks at. That's what he thinks is funny. That's what he produces and shows and promotes. He's a co-creator of Seinfeld with Seinfeld, Jerry Seinfeld, and he created Curb Your Enthusiasm. It's a fantastic TV series, But so if you have a problem with the awkward, I would advise you to watch these two TV series, Curb Your Enthusiasm and The Extras, and The Office. The Office is a good TV series as well. They're actually bringing that TV series back. They're bringing it back. I go and talk to these people, their spirit. I mean, what are you afraid of if you don't, go and explore and talk to people. This is how you figure out who these people are, and be okay with it. Don't think you're a little rat. Don't think that. Ain't nothing with rats. Ain't nothing wrong with rats. They're the guinea pigs of the animals, right? Jesus. But um, don't think you're some sort of little thing that thinks you can't do anything. You know what I mean? That's a worthy problem. A worthy problem needs to be corrected. It needs to be looked at so you can be a better you. If be you, no matter what. That's it. If someone tells you, "Hey, why are you acting like that?" Stop it. You're making me feel weird. They have an issue, not you. It's their problem, not yours. Okay? You don't need permission to do stuff. Okay? Now, if you're beating somebody up, you're obviously going to be checked, right? You don't be beating somebody up, for no reason, because you just think you can do it. And that's not the case, Be you, a loving person, compassionate, have an honor for people. You're going to get farther in life, and you're gonna love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Because you're the one that needs to love yourself. Because there's other people that love you, but if you don't love yourself and you don't believe that you can, do these things and stuff, then you need to look in the mirror. Go within. Don't get offended by words. Anyway. But the human species is not all of it's bad. The human species is got a lot of heart too. Let's just not discredit everything that the human species is. Got a lot of heart, got a lot of compassion. There's a lot of honor in the species, in the human species, collective consciousness. That just needs to be explored more. It needs to be in the forefront of people instead of back here. It needs to be here. It needs to be in front of us, not behind us. Because all the crap right now is in front of us. But you have to go through the crap before we can get to some sort of fantasy type island, or whatever. Not really that, but just a better way of looking at things and operating, I just saw in the news that the Vatican, the Catholics are ready for the Vatican for the popes to be married, so they're pushing for that. Hey, that's a change. That's a positive change. Because why wouldn't you want a Catholic priest to be married? Who told them not to be married? Why are you following that? See, this is what I'm saying. A lot of this stuff will be put into our consciousness, and we're going to look at it, the old crap, just the crap, the old stuff, the old way of doing things. It's going to be pushed into the forefront because it has to be, and we're going to go, wow, why do we do all that? Why are we doing that stuff that type of way? This kind of stuff is being pushed forward in the collective consciousness so we can look at it and deal with it, so that's what's coming. That's what's coming. A change is coming, and don't be afraid of it. Just be you. Be steadfast in your approach to compassion, honor, and equality. If you get tripped up, you get tripped up. You don't beat yourself up for anything. Just be you constantly. That's difficult, but just keep doing it. Fortitude is huge right now. Just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going. That's all we got to do, And then things will get better. It will be better. It will, you'll see it. Okay? Well, I don't know. I guess that's it. I really can't think of anything else to say here. But y'all take it easy, all right?